Hi, my name is Mashanta and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to go back to my beauty inventory series and I want to talk about all the perfumes that I own in my collection. Now I would describe myself as a beginner when it comes to perfumes, but I do have a comfortably sized collection of perfumes. I love perfumes, I love the way they make me feel. So sometimes even when I'm at home on a Sunday, for example today I've worn perfume. In terms of my preference for perfumes, I prefer a lot of floral scents, though I am trying to branch out into more gourmand, fruity and even earthy scents like musk, leather, chestnut, etc. I hope you'll find this video useful. All the perfumes that I have, this is what I have, and obviously I would not have all the notes of the perfume off the top of my head. While I go through the perfumes, I'll try to describe how the scents smell and feel. I'm going to start in no particular order with the perfumes that I have. I have Jo Malone. And this is the Honeysuckle and Davana cologne or fragrance. It has a deeply fruity and wooden scent mixed together. So imagine it has a very sweet scent and it leaves a powdery afternote to it. So I don't think this is one of my favorite perfumes from Jo Malone. Jo Malone as a fragrance is very long lasting. I usually spritz around 6 to 8 spritzes on either side before going to work. And I find they linger for a really long time. So they last me the entire day. And that's really important to me because I do want to smell good at any time, at any given time in the day. Not a big fan of this fragrance, so I wouldn't highly recommend you go and get this. However, I think Jo Malone as a brand does come up with some really good fragrances, very effective perfumes. I love the packaging as well. Honestly, perfumes are so personal, so I would highly recommend you go to the store, smell it, or buy a tester, try it out because it does smell different on each person. I also have like a can of coffee to keep smelling coffee to like give my nose a break so that I'm able to appreciate each of the scents. Since we are on the topic of Jo Malone, I have the Jo Malone Wild Bluebell fragrance. This has to be my favorite fragrance of all time and it's something I will always repurchase. This is something I got as a tester first. I loved it so much and every time I wear this fragrance I was always getting compliments. Like everybody around me kept asking me about what I was wearing, what I was using because it smelled so good on me. It starts off really fresh, like a water. If water had to have a smell, this is how I would imagine it smells like. So it starts off very water based, so think of it as a very fresh scent, very crisp scent, and then slowly it settles down to a soft floral scent. Think of notes like jasmine, but it's definitely not as intense as jasmine. So I would say it's a light scent but effective lingering scent. Starts off slow, so when I first spritz it, it starts off very fresh. The way I imagine it in my head is it's embracing my body and becoming this light, floral, airy smell. I'm sorry, I really don't know if I'm doing a good job of this. Of course, all the notes, the top notes, base notes, etc. I will put online. But, you know, I want to talk about how it starts off and how it progresses over time. And of course, talk about the longevity and how it makes me feel and, you know, why I like this so much. Rather than be technical and talk about notes because A, I'm not technically qualified to talk about notes and what makes one note better than the other. And B, that's information that you can get by just reading the description on the website, right? Now, those are the two Jo Malone perfumes that I have in my collection right now. But I've also used 2 bottles of the Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia perfume. I don't have it with me, but that's again a floral smell. It's a very rich floral smell, but not overpowering. It's one of my go-to scents. So because I have other perfumes, I'm just not going ahead and buying another one. But it is a really good perfume. And if you have never tried Jo Malone before, my 2 picks would be either English Pear or Freesia or Wild Bluebell, especially if you like floral scents. Changing things up a bit, I have this perfume by Replica. This is Replica by the Fireplace. The fragrance description here says burning wood and chestnut. This is such a different scent for me. If you ask me what my preferred scents are, I would say airy, floral, maybe fresh scents. But this is like the complete opposite, but it still works. I don't know how else to describe it. It's very earthy. It's smoky. There's definite smoke in there. It smells tobacco-y. So, you know, this is how I would imagine. Like, I understand the name By the Fireplace because this is how I would imagine the wood smoke from a fireplace, like the embers of a fireplace, they smell like. It's also not a very obviously feminine scent. I would say this is the kind of perfume that even men can carry off. It has a very masculine overtone, but I do like it. I think it's one of those scents that are not easily forgettable, and it's the kind of scent that you want to keep going back to and trying to smell, because every time you smell, you taste something different. Like, for example, when I smelled it just now, I sensed a bit of sweetness. So I don't know the notes, but if I had to hazard a guess, there's definitely some wood smoke in it. I think it said burning wood and chestnut. So there's definitely some wood in it. Are there hints of leather? It feels like there is a sweetness and smokiness combined. If you had to imagine caramelized onions as a scent, this is how it would be. It's a very, very cool scent, and I'm not sure how it smells on me. I honestly haven't worn this often enough to figure out if it works well on me. But the reason I bought it is, like I said, it's a very significantly differentiated scent. Like, I don't know anyone who I've met who smells like this. So it's the kind of scent that I would love to just, like I said, put on my hands and just keep smelling and trying to discover more and more. But I'm not sure if this works well as a body fragrance for me. But I mean, I honestly, to be fair, I haven't really given it enough of a chance. This is a good sign for me to use it more regularly. Then I have this one from Byredo. This is Bal D Afrique, and it's almost done. This, if I remember, had a very floral scent as well. See, it's almost done. So actually there's significant left. It's just that the way the bottle is structured, it's very difficult to get this diffused. It's a very floral, water lily sort of a scent. But you know, it doesn't have the freshness that, say, Wild Bluebell had. I feel it lingers, but the strength, the intensity of the scent definitely diminishes after the first spritz. There's a hint of citrus notes as well. Balance between citrus and floral. Once it diffuses, there is some nice pleasant scent, but honestly there is not anything that stays back. Now, I don't know if it's because the quantity is less or it's been in my collection for a while. This is like highly recommended, but this was the only one by Byredo I've ever bought and tried, and I liked it, but it somehow didn't live up to the hype for me. So that's Byredo Bal D Afrique. Oh, I do have a really tiny Jo Malone one. This is the Woodsage and Sea Salt cologne, and this is something that I don't really enjoy, but I just have this from a tester pack. A very minty scent for sure. It has a real sharpness to this scent. Again, it's not the kind of smell that works with me. Like, it's not my preference, it's not my personality. I would describe this as a more masculine scent. I don't feel like going towards this scent at all, honestly, and I just have it. I think I actually wanted to give this to my husband, but he doesn't use this, so I just have the tester and I just want to use it up. Maybe I'll use it when I'm at home, but I really don't like this. You might like this if you like spicy scents, if you like masculine scents, if you like musky scents, but that's just not me. So this is the Woodsage and Sea Salt cologne. I don't smell the saltiness. Not very impressed with this one, to be honest. Next I have Kayali. This is the Yum Pistachio Gelato perfume, and this is really, really good. I only got the tester, but I like it so much I will get the full size. Now this one definitely has a gourmand profile. It's like minty and sweet at the same time. Mint chocolate. Yeah, this perfume makes me smell sweet like a dessert. I don't know what is it about the notes, but the name Yum is exact. I don't know what pistachio is. Like, I've never smelled pistachio. I've tasted it, of course. But it's a very nice, sweetish smell. And honestly, like I said, I thought I only prefer floral smells. But this has been quite revolutionary for me that I actually like the way this makes me smell. I use this up in no time. This is like a 10 ml trial size. and I kept gravitating towards it. I just want to, like, you know, I have a tiny bit left and I'm like, you know what, let's use this up till the next time. Huda Beauty and Kayali, they run some really good Black Friday sales. So I'm just waiting for Black Friday this year to stock up on this one. And the one drawback that, or I don't know, maybe I was using too much of it, is whenever I was spritzing a lot of it, especially on my body directly, maybe that's not how you're supposed to use perfumes, I had like a burning sensation, like it was a stinging sensation. Now that's something I have never experienced with any other perfume. I have used up 2-3 Kayali perfumes already, but for some reason, this one stung and it has never happened to me before. But highly recommend. This is the Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. By the way, just a note, the By the Fireplace is by far the most strongest and long lasting. Like now, if I go to my left hand, that's all I can smell. I can smell By the Fireplace a lot. The next thing I have is this tester. And this is by Replica and it's called Sailing Day. And it's more like a Eau de Toilette. It's very, very fresh. The name Sailing Day is apt. And after the freshness, it does diffuse into a floral smell. So I think stuff like tuberose, you know, those sorts of light floral smells. But the way this is, like, it's like a liquid form with no atomizer. So it's very difficult for me to use. So the only way I can use it is like this. So I don't know how long lasting this is, whether it stays the whole time. I mean, I'm glad I have this tester, but honestly this tester is not good enough for me to make up my mind whether I would actually buy the full size. I would much rather have something like this or something like this to really test a product out. This is the Kayali Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, and you know, before I get into the fragrance itself, like, I do want to call out how beautiful the Kayali packaging is. I have 3 more full-size Kayali perfumes and these honestly are so lovely, bejeweled. You would want to have this on your vanity. Like, I always have these on display. They look so pretty. And honestly, I don't want to get rid of these perfume bottles. And that's how perfume bottles should be, you know. I've never tried this though. Oh, this is great. This has rose, I think. It's a very sharp, spicy smell. Oh, this is so nice. This is very, very nice. Imagine flowers and spices mixed together. That's exactly how this smells like. And oh, this is absolutely up my alley. It has so much personality. While Bluebell is like the innocent version of a fragrance, this is like a very smart, sensual, worldly wise version of a floral scent. Oh, this is very nice. Like, it really smells like sophistication. I should just try using this more often rather than going for my usual ones. Oh, this was very, very good. This is the Kayali Eden one called Eden Sparkling Lychee, number 39. And this has the notes at the back. So this has blackcurrant, lychee, rose damascena, candied, violet, sugar, amber and sandalwood. All of those individually sound great, but I don't think I've tried this before. So let's see how this is. Wow. This is such a fruity, bubblegummy smell, but not overpowering at all. I can't smell the rose specifically, but like, you know, the first note, like the first throw is fruity, bubblegum, candy. But then after that, it devolves into this lovely floral / sweet smell, like a caramelized smell. Oh god, I could sniff my left hand the whole time. It really smells so good. This is so good, such a good purchase. And I love the fact that both these profiles are so different. Like, this was floral but very, very spicy. This is a lot more sweet but burnt sweetness and floral. It's lovely. And it's amazing how each of these scents are so different from one another, and they can completely put you in an absolutely different mood. It's very interesting. This is my last perfume. I do have 2 body mists that I want to take you through, but this is another Kayali Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli number 64, and this has the notes at the back as well. So it has vanilla, Sur Absolute, Golden Rum, Creme Brulee, Brown Sugar, Royal Oud and Sugared Patchouli. Just based on the notes, I expect this to be a really sweet scent. It'll be interesting how this compares to the previous one, which was a mix of sweetness and floral. Honestly, the first thing I smell is the rum. There is definitely a deep smokiness to it. In fact, I think this is quite similar to By the Replica, By the Fireplace. So By the Fireplace has a bit more leatheriness, a bit more muskiness, spiciness to it, whereas this one has a bit more sweetness to it. You can definitely smell the rum. You can smell those earthy notes. And surprisingly, I don't smell the sugar. I don't smell the creme brulee or the sugar. I actually smell the rum, and I don't even smell the vanilla. It's really interesting. It starts off very strong on the rum. It tapers into the sweet. This is how I would imagine powdered sugar smells or icing sugar smells. Interesting. This is also very good, and it's really surprising because all of these, they smell so different from one another, and I feel really good about it because I was worried that they were just too many Kayali perfumes, and I was worried that they might smell too similar, but they clearly don't. So those are all the perfumes that I had. Let me just quickly count them out. I have 7 full sizes with 3 minis, which is, I think, fairly balanced perfume collection, if I may say so myself. Now, along with perfumes, I also have these 2 body mists, which I always wear them at home, so I wanted to talk you through them. Both of these are from Forest Essentials. So this is the Forest Essentials body mist in the scent Parijat, which is a kind of flower, so very, very floral scent. So it's a very fresh, light, airy floral scent. Smells a lot like jasmine, and I love the way jasmine smells. This smells like home to me. Every time I'm at home, in the house, I always use this. Now the reason I don't wear this outside is, unfortunately, while this smells amazing, it doesn't last too long. So it probably lasts me maybe 2 hours at best. That's why I can't wear this outside. I can't even wear this to the gym. But I love the way this smells. So this is going to sound a bit extreme, but I wear this every night. Before sleeping, I love to smell nice when I sleep. So I always spray myself with this and go to bed. And it also helps me sleep a bit better because of the overall scent. It's a very calm, comforting, cocooning scent. So this is Parijat. This is Oud and green tea. This is like a travel size 50 ml one called in the scent Oud and green tea. Now the reason I got this was because, like I said, I'm so used to spraying myself with body mist at bed. I needed something for when I traveled, and this was too big for me to take around because it's like a 130 ml pack. So this one is Oud and green tea. This has a heavy spicy scent. I can smell the tea in it. I don't know if it smells green tea-ish because, you know, like that sharpness of green tea I don't smell. But I definitely smell the oud. So it's very musky. I feel it's also alcohol forward, but it smells nice. It's a very fresh, sharp scent. I definitely prefer the floral smells over this one. I just got this because I think I had the soap first in this smell, in the scent, and I really liked the way that smelled. So I thought, you know, something for travel. I believe this was the only smaller size that was available, and this was something that I hadn't tried before, so I wanted to get it. I would say it's more apt for waking you up rather than putting you to bed. So I should have probably stuck to the floral smells that I usually like. Another body scent that they have is Punch Push, which is again a combination of 5 flowers, which is lovely as well. I have been a user of Forest Essentials products ever since I was a kid, and some of these scents really remind me of my childhood, of my home. So I will always keep gravitating towards Forest Essential products. Last note on this would probably be better as a home scent rather than as a body mist. So that brings me to the end of today's video. Like I said, I don't have too much of an elaborate perfume collection. But if you're a beginner, if you're in the lookout for perfumes, I hope this video was a useful starting point for you. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like me, if you like this video, if you like the vibes of this channel, I would love it if you would consider joining the community and subscribing to be a part of this community. We talk about all things beauty, self-love, self-improvement here. So if that's the kind of journey that you are also on, then I think you would enjoy the kind of content that I would be putting out. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you around. Bye!
너랑 나는 운명 너를 보고 싶어 꿈에 다시 와줘